Blade Runner 2049 is one of my most anticipated films of the year. This movie is directed by Denis Villeneuve, and it's the sequel to Ridley Scott's original film from 1982. This movie takes place 30 years after the events of the original, and it follows an LAPD officer K, played by Ryan Gosling, who's the new Blade Runner. He's been tasked with this case to uncover the secrets of this event that happened in the past, and this leads him on a quest to find Rick Deckard, played by Harrison Ford. And once their paths intertwine, they both try to help each other in any way they can to solve this case. And now we have a Blade Runner sequel, and as far as plot points go, that's probably all I'm going to tell you. So Blade Runner is a movie that I really enjoy, but I don't love it like some other people do, because I feel like I need more time to process it. I think it's a beautiful movie with some of the best cinematography and production design that I've ever seen, but as far as the story goes, it's a lot to take in, and I feel like I don't understand it enough yet to love it. I just feel like it's one of those movies that requires multiple viewings, and I've only seen the film about once. So it's hard for me to give you a definitive opinion on what I think of the first film, but I can tell you I do really enjoy it, and I enjoy it enough to have been really excited for the second one. I loved everything I was hearing about this movie, from the cast to the fact that Denis Villeneuve was attached to the project. I was completely blown away by this movie. Blade Runner 2049 is one of the best films of the year, and I was consistently riveted by what was happening in this film. Not one scene felt out of place, and not one line of dialogue felt unnecessary. I could not take my eyes off the screen for the whole 2-hour and 43-minute runtime. And a lot of that is due to Roger Deakins' unbelievable, impeccable cinematography. This is one of the best looking films I've ever watched in my life. Every single frame in this film is a constant feast for the eyes. This is a very investigative movie. The story basically just follows Ryan Gosling's character unfolding this mystery and trying to get from one clue to the next, and then that leads him to the next one. And Ryan Gosling is really good as K. As he's unfolding this mystery, he gets a lot of things caught up in his own emotions, and I think he sold that really well. He made this mystery intriguing, and he made it really interesting to watch it unfold. Harrison Ford is also incredible in this movie. This is probably one of his best performances in recent memory. And the scene where he's introduced in this film is perfect. I don't want to say anything because I don't want to spoil the experience for you, but he's just so good in this movie. So like I said earlier, the cinematography is just amazing in this movie, but it's really easy to get lost in what you're seeing and not really what you're feeling. So this movie does have the cinematography going for it, but you gotta be able to get invested in the story. And I really liked what this movie did. Like I said, it's a very investigative film, and we see Ryan Gosling trying to unfold this mystery from one clue to the next. And I was really interested in what was going on with the characters and the emotional core that this movie has. Denis Villeneuve is a guy that is consistently putting out masterpieces. When I see films like Arrival and Prisoners and now Blade Runner 2049, I'm consistently reminded why I go to movies and why I enjoy this art form so much. He did such a great job with this film. It's beautifully directed. Not a single scene feels out of place, and it never slowed down for me. I thought the pacing was great. All of the characters serve a purpose. Every scene feels like it has weight. The atmosphere is very dark, but the movie has a really great emotional core. And on the technical side of things, this movie is absolutely flawless. The score by Hans Zimmer, the sound design, especially the production design, I love this world so much. And it did the same kind of thing with the first Blade Runner movie. It made this world feel like a real, tangible, living, breathing thing. There's so many practical effects in this movie, but it's accompanied by an incredible use of CGI, and to me it all felt seamless. This totally felt like a real world, and exactly the way that I want it to. So guys, really, there's nothing more I want to talk about in this review. I want you to go into this film totally fresh, not knowing anything about it, other than it's incredible, because Blade Runner 2049 is one of the best movies I've seen all year. This is one of the best sequels ever made. It has immaculate, jaw-dropping cinematography every second it's on. It has amazing performances from Harrison Ford and Ryan Gosling. I found the mystery to be really intriguing, and I was so interested in what was going on from start to finish. This movie is just everything I wanted out of a Blade Runner sequel, and honestly, I think this movie will stand the test of time and be considered one of the best sci-fi classics ever made. This movie did everything that I wanted it to. I loved everything about Blade Runner 2049, and I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Guys, I have never been more serious about another movie all year. Go see this movie this weekend. It's a work of art. It's the kind of movie that will remind you why we go to films and why we love movies so much. And I loved every single second of it. So guys, those are my thoughts on Blade Runner 2049. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. Also, what's your opinion of the original Blade Runner movie? I do really enjoy it, but I feel like before I start saying that I love it, I need to watch it a couple more times because I feel like I just need more time to process it. Let me know everything down in the comments below. Also be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.